Hey, so today on Tuesday Tip, I wanted to talk to you about something that we typically don't see here in Middle Georgia, and that was cold weather. I don't know if you noticed this past week, but we got some really cold weather. Matter of fact, I was talking to somebody, my pool guy today, who came by my house, and we literally have an inch of ice on top of our pool. 15 years, 20 years, never seen that happen, but that's the predicament of the weather that we dealt with this past couple of weeks. I wanted to talk to you about a couple things about your irrigation system. So just want you to, number one, if you've left your irrigation system on, go turn it off. There's no need in your plants needing any water right now. The other is, all we're going to do is create a slip and fall situation, especially if you get the sidewalks wet. I know those plants look beautiful with that winter wonderland, but that doesn't help the plants. A lot of times, just like you and I, we stick our fingers in cold ice, cold water, it burns us. It's the same exact thing with plant material. We damage the intertissues of the plant material, which can cause a long-term effect. So just keep those things in mind as we go into the winter and as we deal with this harsh weather. A couple of things to also keep in mind: if you have an irrigation repair, or an irrigation leak during this time, a lot of our clients and a lot of our properties have shut-off valves out by the road. Get the water shut off as quick as you can. So be number one. Number two is, as we go in, as things start to warm up and we get into the warmer parts of the year, go ahead and start running that irrigation system, because we may have some damaged lines or some broke lines. Most of our stuff is deep enough in the ground that we're not going to have to worry about frost or freeze or any of that. But if you do have a line that's exposed, you very well may have that, have a frozen line along those areas. The other thing to keep in mind is, a lot of people call me and they say, hey, we need to drain our system or blow the air out of our system or the water out of our system. We don't have to deal with that here in Middle Georgia. We typically don't see frost down to that 6 to 8 inches, so I wouldn't really get too overly concerned about having an issue with your pipes freezing. You don't have to blow the lines out like we would if we were up in the north, because that water does not expand inside of those pipes at the depth that we are. I would recommend that you make sure that all your outside faucets and those things are handled, but from an irrigation standpoint, you don't have to worry about that water that's in the ground. So if you have any emergencies or irrigation issues, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to get someone out there to help take a look at it for you to figure it out. If you have a system and you're not sure if it's turned off properly or if it's winterized correctly, especially as we have a couple of more cold spells and coming up here in the next couple of months, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you.